Welcome back, everybody. It's Sports Federation TV. I don't have to introduce it anymore. You know that we are the Sports Federation show that looks after the federations in the Western Cape. With me now is Alan Barnes from Western Province Athletics, Public Relations Officer, Marketing Man, General Legend at Western Province Athletics. Alan, welcome 2016. Nice to have you back.
Wonderful, thanks. I mean, we're looking forward. We've got a bumper here.
You guys must, I mean, I was looking at the track. I mean, was that one of the highlights for you guys?
Absolutely. It is the highlights, but not, I mean, the highlight is really that our administration office is moving to that track.
Yeah. Have you not moved yet? Are you still in Vijfjeskraal?
Yeah, we're still at Vijfjeskraal. We're busy doing some internal renovations.
Yeah.
We should be moving in there, and we'll invite the Cape TV viewers.
We'll bring the camera and watch the launch.
Absolutely.
A roof wetting ceremony.
Absolutely. But we've got a bumper here.
But what a beautiful facility. I mean, that in itself is going to be a draw card for new participation, international travelers. What a great location.
And I think the flagship event for this year at that track, it will be the SA Juniors.
Yeah.
And that takes place on the 7th and the 8th of April. And so we all systems go for that. I'm certain we'll have an insert on your show about it and so forth.
Athletics is one of the organizations that has a sort of set calendar. Everything. I mean, you guys seem to have I mean, the way that I've always looked at athletics over the years is every running club knows on which day there's which race, when the fun run is. They pre-register. Your calendar of events is generally sorted out quite soon in the year.
It's generally sorted out and jam-packed. You know,
Yeah.
We've got 100, as I say, we've got 108 road races that take place during the current year. We have now, our track and field season is now back in full swing. And so we have a junior event that takes place on the 4th of February.
Yeah.
And then the senior events that takes place thereafter. We've got a cross-country season that comes alive.
How many people administer athletics?
Well, we've got
or
a
is it
full
just
time.
you and Sue Forge and Jake?
No, impossible. We've got a office staff of about 6 people.
Yeah.
But then we've also got a very active board that ensures governance.
Yeah.
So we've got we've got 100. I think at the last count it must have been about 111 clubs.
But I mean, that's not a lot of people. You know,
No.
people, 7 people to run an organization.
No, absolutely. You know, it's challenging. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we've been lucky. You know, we've got competent staff.
Yeah.
We've been lucky in that we have a competent general manager
But
that
to
pulls
make
everything together.
To make that work, you obviously have clubs and chairpersons out there and the different disciplines as well who know how the system works.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, we start this year off now on Saturday morning. The president of Western Province Athletics, you know, convenes a meeting now on Saturday with the chairpersons of all our clubs.
Yeah.
And so what then happens is we then do a presentation to chairpersons spelling out our strategic plan for 2017, our action plan, and so that all the clubs are well aware in terms of what is going on and how they fit in this puzzle, because it's a very complex puzzle.
Yeah,
you know, athletics. You know, we've got 16,500 members to which we offer a service and of different levels. We deal with recreational runners.
How does that number work? 16,500. Is that clubs with? Are we talking road running like athletics club? You know, like Nantes or Harriers or. Is that then? It's that number added onto the next club.
Correct.
But
So
it does also include the guys that are doing javelin, 100 meters.
Yeah, no. When I talk about athletics, it is 4 disciplines.
Okay.
We talk about road running, we talk about track and field, we talk about cross country, and we talk about race walking.
Right.
So 16,500. We have 16,500 people within clubs.
Okay.
Within that 111 clubs,
Yeah.
we have a total mass of 16,500 runners. But then we've got 60,000 temp runners that support our sport during the course of the year.
What's a temp runner?
A temp runner is a person who's not a member of a club.
Okay.
So what we do is it's a try before you buy.
All right. Okay.
You know, so we invite our temp runners
It's
to
like
participate.
an APRA.
Correct.
You're buying an APRA.
Absolutely. You know, I think as in anything, people, our lives are very busy lives.
Yeah.
And we recognize and acknowledge that. But we also encourage people to live a healthy life. So the many people, for different reasons, don't wish to get involved, or they still have the perception of those days when you get involved in a club, you have to go there 5 days a week.
Yeah.
That type of involvement that people called for, that you were involved in and so forth. You
Yeah.
know, not every member needs to be an administrator.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so yeah. So
I mean, that's a nice thing about a club. You have your administrators, you've got your participants, but then you've got
Correct.
people enjoying the social action.
exactly,
Yeah.
and as you know, I mean, athletics is an extremely accessible social environment.
Yeah, anyone can do it.
Absolutely. So that's what we do. So we have a lot of people. We open all our events are open to persons even not in who are not a member of a club.
Yeah.
You know, come out, have a look, experience the vibe, check out the sexiness, and hopefully by then you will be attracted, and you will find a niche or a social grouping that appeals to you, and that's within our club structure.
Do you guys get tell me a little bit about the school side of things? School sports is obviously where all kids get started, and I think at any school, athletics is probably one of the first things they do, run around the field.
Yeah.
You know, the teacher used to back in the day just say, okay guys, 15 minutes around the field. It wasn't complicated. You had to start and you had to finish. And you had 10 boys or 10 girls, you start here, you finish there. Nothing easy to do. You didn't have to work out technical skills and that. How are we doing in terms of schools athletics?
No, schools athletics remains vibrant. I mean, as you know, I mean, even from our days at school, for some of us like you, it's many years ago.
Yes, many years ago. And I tell you, I was not a good athlete. I couldn't do anything.
But at this time of the year, this period, that first 3 months was all kids talk about the athletics.
Yeah.
It was the champ of champs. It was the, what was,
they had all those try schools.
Yes,
the teams.
inter-school, what's it was, the colors and all these things. That still happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the change of curricula in terms of schools, and when PT, as we knew it, was removed from the curricula, it placed enormous challenges on us, because we must, I mean, and we know that. I mean, the pathway, the only pathway to excellence for any athletic person, and it has to start with the foundation.
Well,
And the foundation for us is within the school. So to the point now, I mean, we work very closely with the school structures.
Yeah.
Our Western Province Junior Champs is held in conjunction with schools.
Yeah.
So there's one championship and so forth. We've gone to the point now where Western Province funds putting in coaches in certain school environments.
I was going to ask you about this, because I see in some of the other sports where we now don't, like you said, we don't have teachers that are teaching, doing phys ed anymore. I've completely lost track of. It looks like every school has got a different model. Yeah. But one of the things that we see now is almost a professional method, where there are coaches offering to teach a sport at a school, and then that person, even though he's not a teacher there, becomes maybe the head of sport, or is the athletics coach, and will go to different schools, and we see that certainly in for example, rugby. Rugby will have its own rugby coach, but he hasn't got a school there and doesn't teach there. Are we seeing that in athletics?
Yeah, no, we do. I mean, and we have a lot of complementary things. As I said, I mean, currently I think we place about 15 coaches in various schools, in various communities that we've identified a need, and they go in, and I mean, the principals have been extremely receptive to the idea.
And what does the principal do when you don't have? Isn't this a great opportunity, though? I mean, the fact that we're having this conversation now, when I wonder if there are enough school principals out there, and the moms and dads that are watching now, do they know that if there's a school that wants a certain sports code, that they can phone you?
Absolutely.
And say, do you not perhaps have a coach that you can send us?
No, but I mean, absolutely, and as I said, I mean, that is a program that we're very proud of, and it's a program that is really on the growth. But there are a lot of number of things. I mean, we will have continues throughout the year what we call talent identification programs. As I say, the same thing. Don't have to be a member of a club. You pitch up, at Cape Town Stadium. You pitch up at Vyfieskaral. We have a couple of events. You're assessed. And so forth, and we assist in terms of taking you on a pathway. Recently, we've, one of our service providers came in, and you have this thing called the School of Speed, and they had that. It's another talent identification program funded by Puma, assisted by Puma. So you sit down, kids come from wherever.
They would sponsor it, Puma being, of course, a sponsor to Usain Bolt.
Yeah, exactly. And he's the ambassador to that program.
Yeah.
There are a lot of complementary things that's happening, on various levels, in order to attract people in terms of of our sport and so forth. But you know, it's all also it comes down to the availability of funds. You know, placing teachers in coaches in schools, you know, does not come free.
But you know, when we talk about encouraging sports administrators, more sports administrators, coaching is an administrator. We want more coaches, we want more referees, more umpires.
Yeah.
And this is something and it can be great fun.
Yeah. No, we are on a strong drive. I mean, in terms of this year, we probably have about 4 or 6 different coaching courses that will take place during the course of this year, and persons from all, you know, whether it's school teachers or persons within the federation.
So we're going to need to know from you when these courses are, so we can publicize it and tell people, because I think there's probably a lot of people listening now that are watching. I keep thinking this is radio, that are watching the show and thinking, hang on, I wouldn't mind becoming a coach.
No. I mean, and I think our coaching, to be quite honest with you, our coaching courses are sold out within hours. I mean, there's a serious need, there's a serious desire, you know, for coaching. I mean, there are a lot of people in terms of our province that are very eager to get involved. And I mean, one of our responsibilities is to create that space, to create that environment. And you know, so we go throughout the year, you know, with a very limited resources, with a very limited office, in terms of organizing that. And as I say, I mean, we've just completed our action plan, you know, and it is really jam-packed.
Okay, we've got a couple of events coming up. I see that there's a Brackenfell 10-kilometer race here. Someone sent in. This is on the 1st of February. Social walkers are welcome. It's a 5-kilometer fun run. Starts at 10 to 7 in the evening and starts at Brackenfell High School, Rockland Street in Brackenfell. No pre-entries. Entry fees, licensed athletes 50 Rand, licensed juniors 30 Rand, 5K races 25 and the unlicensed athletes 80, unlicensed juniors 45. 70 plus is free. Medals to all finishers in the 10 and the 5. Lots of lucky draw prizes. Social walkers, welcome. What does that mean?
Well, I think what you missed to say there, JP,
what
you missed to say there.
KFC.
No. What you missed to say there, you know, if you want to meet me, JP, at the Brackenfell 10, you know, come up in your droves.
Am I doing an appearance?
Yeah, no.
What is that? What day is
the 1st of February?
What day is that? Is
that a Wednesday?
Is it a Wednesday?
Yeah, so
at 20 to 7.
Yeah, during the summer months.
All right.
During the summer months, we have night races. We had one last night. It's excellent. It's stunning.
There's a lot of that now. You know, communities getting involved in the neighborhoods.
Absolutely.
Doing a walk around the park or.
Yeah, we had a race last night. You know, in the Durbanville area. We had 1,200 people participate in an evening event. So and as I say, everybody now, obviously, as you know, the event for the first quarter of every year is really geared up towards the Two Oceans.
But isn't this also now the perfect time to get these guys to enter, because everyone's on their New Year's resolution?
Absolutely.
Ek moes nou myself dik geëet
Correct.
vir die vakansie.
Yeah.
And now members say, I better start running again.
Yeah, no, and that is what happens. But I mean, and everybody is in preparation now for the Old Mutual Two Oceans Marathon. That is our flag, for the first quarter of the year. So there are excellent races that's coming up. And in all communities.
Junior track and field, that's coming up as well. Yeah, we see it now. Junior track and field event, Para. This is at Para on the 4th. This is on the Saturday, the 4th of February at 8 a.m. Athletes 25 Rand, spectators 10 Rand. Entries close 1 hour before the event. And of course, you can find out more at wpa.org.za. Tell us about the junior track and field event.
Yeah. Well, it is again a vibrant thing. I mean, it complements in terms of the school athletics program. So I mean, I say it's open to any junior under 16, under 18. You don't necessarily have to be a member of the club. You can just pitch up and participate in any race. That's
for the juniors. Then also on the same day, we've got the Lion of Africa.
Correct.
This looks to me like a big event. This is hardcore. This is 21.1 kilometers. It's a 10K run, a 10K walk, a 6K fun run. A little bit more info there?
Yeah, no, it takes place, at the School of Technology, out in the Bergfleet area. I think it's in the Bergfleet area.
Yeah.
It's what we also call a league race, meaning that it's a race that clubs compete against each other. It is also the Western Province Half Marathon Championships. So the best of the best in Western Province will participate, in this event. We would expect nothing less than 2,500 people at this event.
Okay. Well, of course, folks, just in terms of the Lion of Africa event, If you don't have your registrations in, unfortunately, it's too late. You're going to have to go and be a spectator. The registrations closed last night at midnight. So, but get down there, go and watch. It sounds like it's going to be great fun. It's at the Cape Academy for Mathematics, Science and Technology, on the corner of Fir Grove and Spanschamart Road. Then it's the Peninsula Half Marathon. Alan, this is of course a big one as well.
That's a very big one. It's a big one. As I say, it's all, as I say, our events in terms of the way our calendar operates is, you know, we place events on the calendar, you know, to allow people, you know, a process of training towards big events.
All right.
So, for example, you have your Two Oceans, the Old Mutual Two Oceans Marathon in April, and so one of the ways of getting your seeding correct, preparing correct, and ensuring that you're fit for the Old Mutual Two Oceans Marathon, we place.
So this is like a precursor.
Absolutely.
You got to do this one and get yourself.
In order to run the ultra, the 56K, you need to qualify.
All right. So this
So
is the
this
kind
is
of
the
thing runners must
qualification.
think about. You know, build yourself up to the big one, and then eventually maybe the comrades or.
Correct.
or
No,
something
this is an
there.
excellent.
All right.
It's
And
probably.
let's just go back to that poster. I love this picture. This is of course the Cape Peninsula Half Marathon, folks. It's now in its 50th year. Then there's a cash incentive as well, with a bonus of an additional 5,000 Rand to the first person to break either the men's or women's existing marathon course record. So some little bit of money in there. This is on the 19th of February, folks. So make sure you get your registrations in quickly. I think you can go to. This is organized by Celtic Harriers and Top Events. So get your registrations in at www.topevents.co.za. Of course, sponsored there by Coca-Cola and Peninsula Beverages and Run Clean. All right, so Alan, we're going to have to leave it at that. We're going to get you guys on within, I think, the next 2 or 3 weeks. Get you back on, find out what's more is happening in the world of Western Province athletics. And I think we're considering the amount of activity that you guys have. We're going to have to bring you on a fixed basis.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think that, you know, as I say, people can follow us on our website, on our Facebook pages.
WPA.org.za.
Correct. I mean, if you follow, that'll direct you to all our other different social media platforms, and we regularly update that, and we'll keep you informed.
Okay, I'm terrified because I now know when we're during the ad break, you're going to tell me which club I have to join, and then I actually have to run.
Excellent, wonderful. You know, so it's been a good evening. It's been a good evening.
Your participation just grew by 1. Now, folks, if you're out there and you're watching, all right, if I can do it, then you can do it. So go to the website, go and join, and find a club near you. Then we've had a lot of clubs on as well. It's one of those things like just, you know, everybody works hard. Life is miserable from time to time. There's nothing better than going for a little run just to get rid of the day's thoughts. Join a club, run with other people to run with you. And it doesn't matter if you run slow or you run fast, it doesn't matter. It's physical activity that is essential to just having a stress-free, healthy life. Al, we're going to leave it at that. It's been fantastic having you on the show.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We're definitely going to get you back soon and find out what else is happening.
Excellent, no problem.
Folks, well, that's of course athletics, and when we come back after the ad break, we'll catch up with the guys from basketball.